What's up, my beautiful butterflies? It's still Wicked Butterfly, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you like the video, please subscribe and like. For my day one butterflies, welcome back. I missed you guys so much. I've been really working on this video. One of my supporters requested that I do a video on this or something similar to this subject that we're going to talk about today. And it's called Psychotronic Torture. And that's when agents use electromagnetic radiation to send sound waves or pulsations to a person's brain, to your mind rather. Once they do this, this is their way of transferring false thoughts and emotions to your mind. And this is especially happening to targeted individuals. Sometimes you could feel a certain way or think thoughts that you know are artificial and they are not real, but your sanity is questioned because you're trying to figure out how they got there. And a lot of times these tactics allow them to do so. Excuse me. This is another form of electronic harassment, of course. And what we're going to talk about today is how electro radiation frequencies are used through X-rays, infrared lights, sound waves, and also microwaves. And speaking of microwaves, guys, today we're going to actually talk about microwaves in particular because I feel that out of all the things that I just named, the microwave is the most common form of frequency that a lot of humans are around every single day. Probably a lot of you have microwaves in your home. I used to own one. I don't have one anymore. I will admit though, it does get annoying sometimes having to always heat my food up on the stove, but for health reasons it is worth it because it's really not safe to have a microwave. One form of electronic harassment that is very popular pertaining to the use of a microwave is called the microwave auditory effect. And this is how the human body reacts to sound frequencies through and pulsations through radiation, electromagnetic radiation frequency. I'm sorry. Um, and it's also called the Frey effect because in 1961, Alan Frey, he is a scientist who discovered um, a connection with microwaves. And during his experiment, um, he realized that the body does react to sound waves and frequencies from a distance. And this experiment was used with a microwave. And he realized that through radiation frequency, the body could react from through this transmitter from hundreds of feet away. And he also realized that the repetition that was involved when he did his experiment. And guys, I feel that that's where the controlling part comes in, as far as he said that at a 50 megahertz rate, um, every 10 to 70 seconds, there was a body click within the human body, either from an eye blink or a certain body movement. And he realized the repetition from the microwave and the sound frequencies that through 50 megahertz of frequency, and from every 10 to 70 seconds, the human body was reacting through an eye click, a certain body movement, right? Um, when evaluating the subjects, which are the individuals that he did the experiment on, um, they reported hearing a constant buzzing, hissing, and knocking sound in their head as they were constantly subjected to the radiation frequencies from the microwave, guys. Okay. Um, During this time, his experiment, he also realized that the longer um the microwave was going and transmitting these frequencies, the brain was heating at a 10 degrees Celsius every 10 to 70 seconds, which is it's kind of scary because it's like, wow, that's crazy. Um, so that's very powerful frequencies going to your brain just from using the microwave. And if this is happening from you know that far of a distance, just imagine what it's doing at a close distance. Um in 2003 to 2004, scientists in biophysics reported that there were many illnesses from the use of a microwave in the United States, China, and Cuba. But the debate started where they were trying to figure out if the illness from which they decided it was coming from the microwave. Well, it was a debate, but they were figuring it was. They were also trying to figure if it was the sound from the microwave or the frequencies that was causing the brain damage, because brain damage was one of the main illnesses that was reported um, supposedly from the use of a microwave. And the reason why I said supposedly is because they were debating about it. um in 2003 and 2004, also the United States Army signed a contract with a company called Wave Corp. And Wave Corp is the company that bought the idea of using the microwave as a um, remote application transmitter from Alan Frey. And once the U.S. Navy signed this contract with Wave Corp to use this system, which was called the MEA system, um, they started to use it as a governmental weapon, and they were communicating and sending messages to people through these frequencies. And also another governmental agency that adapted this was the U.S. Air Force, and they started to in 2002, and they literally started to use the device to transport spoken words to people's minds. And around this time is when there were more reported target individuals reporting that they felt that someone was trying to control their mind, and that someone was trying to tell them what to do and possess their mind or whatever. And this is around the time also when the discussion of MK Ultra mind control began to take place, guys, because you know like I said, the microwave is something that a lot of people would not think would cause harm, but due to the sound frequencies and the radiation from microwaves, it can cause some serious problems. And especially since the fact that the government is now using this device as a um, remote application to electronic a form of electronic harassment to harass targeted individuals. And um I know that people, I know that we're used to using the microwave and it's convenient, but if you can get used to not using it as much, to just not using it at all, it would be great, because it's not safe and it's not healthy. The things that were being caused, then that are still being caused, um, from this alleged tactic, are hallucinations, mental illnesses, um, psychosis, delusions, a lot of things that, like I mentioned in one of my other videos, that we think we have mentally, but a lot of times it's not even going on, because there's someone behind the scenes trying to control your thoughts and your emotions, guys. So I really wanted to put this video out there because I want people to know that there are so many forms of psychotronic torture that are being used out here, and the microwave is one of them that is not thought about that much. So I thought it would be very important to touch on that subject. And I will also be doing other videos on other psychotronic torture devices coming soon. So, guys, I want you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Down in the comment section, let me know of any other forms of psychotronic torture devices that you would like me to touch on. Please share this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And until the next video, guys, peace.